pretty good time to be a Reinhardt.
Yeah, I mean, early on, Lynx is already cycling through his heroes. That's the one I want to look at first, because with the Widow nerfs, like I mentioned, Lynx is one of my favorite snipers. I think he's one of the better counter snipers in the entire scene. So what he comes up as is going to give us a pretty good barometer of what we might see throughout the day. And it looks like, at least for the moment, he's going to come up on Hanzo instead of a Widowmaker, which is interesting. The rest of the lineup for Creation Esports that seems to be rolling out now is going to be Jerkeus on Mercy. Nox is going to be running a Zenyatta back in it. Bromos on Roadhog. Aw, Nox switches to Junkrat. So 2 members of the Deadlock Gang. Numlocked, of course, will come up on that Reinhardt, and R tier as McCree. So some old standbys here. The notable difference is Lynx on the Hanzo, and now Nox switches again to Lucio. So, Nox,
well, this would be interesting if we didn't see any Junkrat play come out for King's Row Point A, because that has generally been a staple. It's not like anything changed with Junkrat, but Creation could be trying things out here. This is around the 64. Maybe they feel like they can experiment a little bit more, but Lynxer will be staying on the Hanzo, and that should be absolutely interesting to watch here. But meanwhile, taking a look here at the offense as they set up for the side of Spunsis. It's going to be 1PK on the Lucio, Italiano on the Mercy, Sponsorius, just reading those, sponsor us as Reinhardt, Pomedo on the Winston, Machiavelli on the Tracer, and Vilius on the Widowmaker. So Widowmaker still coming into play here for the offense of Spunsis.
Yeah, the double tank is nice here, the big initiation potential as Pomato jumps right into the back lines, gets taken down immediately though. Both tanks down, so.
Yeah, the offense is trying to get in there really quickly, pick off 1 or 2 kills, but Creation, very much a veteran team, was able to deal with that immediately. They got 2 kills, and when that happens to an offense, the offense just has to back up, regroup, and look to go again. You can't go in down numbers. This hard tier takes out Machiavelli, who's trying to do a little bit of work in the back of his Tracer.
Yeah, I'm not sure about that target selection. Picking on a McCree as a Tracer doesn't seem like the best idea.
Oh, and there it is. Lynx are able to take out Vilius to start things out. The Hanzo v Widow battle is here, and now the defense can be a little bit more aggressive if they want. They might throw down a Dragon Strike, they might rush in. They don't have to do anything, but they still have the option. And there's a Dragon Strike for Lynx. They're going to set up multiple kills. R tier at the follow-up, and I'm just gonna note, McCree nerfs or not, R tier is not to be deterred. He is still on the McCree.
Yeah, I don't think the McCree nerf is that big of a deal at these high levels, because you see a lot of left-clicking McCrees. That's really how you gauge a good McCree at this high level, is can they hit their left clicks consistently? Are they taking headshots with them? Anyone can right-click and roll, and these guys are just headshots from miles away with their left click. So we're going to see, I don't think we're going to see any less McCree, especially with 1 hero limit.
1 hero limit definitely bodes well for still seeing McCree, but here we go. The Sunbear is out for the offense. They try and charge in. R tier able to live with 8 HP, takes out Vilius, who's trying to get in on the Genji. The defensive Sunbear now coming out as Numlocked rolling in, getting the quad. Numlocked just not caring. He got knocked down towards the end, didn't even matter. Used the Sunbear to good advantage, was able to just swing the hammer and bring down some serious WMS1 action.
Yeah.
And he did that without an Earthshatter.
Well, this is kind of what we expect, you know, in our earlier rounds. Always looking for surprises, on the lookout for kind of standout players in these kind of matchups, but it's just, it's a rough draw to go against a team like Creation Esports, who's been in it since Beta 1 in round of 64. But these teams have to take what they can from it. Try to get your practice in, see if you can find a good strategy, something like that.
This could be a beautiful Earthshatter coming down. Winston Shield comes in, but doesn't really protect them at all. Numlocked moving in, swinging the hammer. And is getting all sorts of value right now, swinging even more, going to get the triple kill. Will it be a quad? And already he almost has Earthshatter up again after just using it. So Numlocked definitely getting in the clutch there, getting some good work done.
Yeah, well, I mean, at least our small predictions are boding well that Numlocked is pretty good at Reinhardt. Pretty good at it.
No, absolutely. Only 2 minutes and 15 seconds remaining here for Spunsis to get something going in this first point, but this is sort of the expected to be going in. Creation, obviously the heavy favorite. And Numlock now moving in with the WMouse1, gets another triple kill. Please, someone stop this man in armor with his hammer. As Lynx are in the back going to get the double. And the problem there was the offense. The offense, after they lost 3 people, they sort of ran to the back alley, and Lynx was like, okay, I'll just shoot all you guys. I don't even care at this point.
Yeah, I do see some switch-ups. They're gonna run a Pharah into this, which I think is a, you know, a decent move. They don't have the super hard Pharah counters, although Hanzo and McCree can do some work. At least it's not a Widow and a 76 are going into. But they had to try to switch something.
No, they need to switch something, and they don't really have the ult right now. Bromas going to take out Teliano early in this fight. There will be no res for the offense if they even decide to go in here. And right now, Creation just very confident with this. We have Genji in the back, but he's gonna eat the flashbang headshot. Artier really handling this McCree nerf pretty well. And here comes the sound barrier out from the defense. Deadeye is out, it still connects, gets a double kill. Artier making it a triple in the end. And this is just brutal coming out from Creation, and good stuff thus far.
Well, one of the reasons you see King's Row so much is, yes, teams are comfortable with it even at the highest levels. Teams that find themselves evenly matched are just comfortable on King's Row. The reason that you see a lot of teams, you know, good teams face off against lesser or newer teams on King's Row is because it's one of the harder maps to push. It requires so much coordination, kind of like a sixth sense of where your team's going to be, when they're going to do things without the communication, that a team that hasn't been together as long as some other teams is really going to struggle on it.
Well, Numlocked right now is in a great position to drop the dagger. Has the Earth Shot at the ready, drops the hammer, going to knock down at least 2 there. Summer, though, going to mitigate some of this as Numlocked's going to go down. And the offense now with 2 kills, perhaps the best look they've had all game long. Machiavelli coming in on the offensive McCree, dropping the Deadeye. Will he get Roadhog? Roadhog going to just get to the back just in time. And the defense, even though they've been pushed a little bit back here, they should be able to recover in time. Look at this Artier right now in the back, and a punch McCree, or Genji right in the face. And even though the offense will get about 3rd here, I don't think they're going to be able to take this.
Well, I don't know. Pamato gets a decent kill. Here comes the res, though. That should clean everything up as Lynx goes ham on his Tracer now. That should be it, and we're going to switch it over to the other side.
Well, overtime is in progress. Reinhardt going to charge onto the point, keeping hope alive at least for a little bit longer. But Creation should be able to mount this up. Artier with a finishing double kill, moving forward. No one else is going to be able to trigger overtime, and that is going to be a full hold for Creation Esports. Not unexpected, but still pretty impressive all along. Artier, I'm happy to see that he's staying with the McCree. We've seen him on McCree before McCree was popular, and we might just be seeing him on McCree after McCree has suffered a huge drop in popularity.
Numlocked with the best Reinhardt skin, in my opinion. Nice little cheap epic skin, but beautiful.
Just swinging the finest in W Mouse 1 action, bopping them around. A 24 kill streak for Reinhardt. Numlocked, you had yourself a game.
Oh, well. It's kind of what you expect. I mean, if you've played King's Row on a pub level, or if you solo queue like I do, you understand that pushing first point on King's Row with an uncoordinated team is nearly impossible, unless you have a couple players who are just going absolutely crazy. But it takes that super coordination. The walk back from spawn, even when you're getting kills onto the defense, is not that far. And it's just the angles of attack are brutal. You have to watch high grounds, you have to watch left, you have to watch right. Can I take this room? Can I take this alley? It's just all over the place. So teams that don't have that amazing coordination that these high-level teams have are going to struggle against the high-level teams that are playing defense on it. So it's just kind of how the map goes at this point.
Well, oftentimes we see a team have a full hold on point A like Creation just did. Usually the gap in skill is such to the point where it really would not be that surprising if Creation were to come out here and just capture point A outright.
Yeah.
Immediately, without any sort of fanfare otherwise. Be like, okay, we're just gonna do it. No big deal.
Well, I mean, it is just kind of how the early rounds go, but I think it's still super important that these teams come in and play their early rounds. And yes, and right now we're doing, you know, single elimination. Other tournaments don't. Sometimes we might change it, who knows? But you don't get better at Overwatch by not playing good teams in Overwatch. So I know we've wanted a little higher turnout for our EU. I think we got 64 teams today, but
we did. We got to the full 64.
Okay,
man.
But yeah, I mean,
it's one of those things where the EU team's like saying, you know, maybe we're not going to sign up. We have 23 teams, then all of a sudden, the day before, everyone realizes, oh wait, we gotta sign up.
Yeah.
And I'm actually pretty happy with the turnout here. We have a lot of the top EU teams. I mean, I think we're missing Rogue and Envy, but we do have a pretty good set otherwise. And I think you double check that. Rogue might actually be in here today.
They were last time I checked. I think
they are in here today.
Yeah, I put them in my predictions, so I hope they're still in here. I wrote
yeah, so I mean, if all we're missing is Envy, and Envy technically an NA team now, I'm super happy over that.
Yeah, yeah. It is so weird that Envy is technically NA now. I mean, because it's yeah, whatever. But they're running a interesting defense. There is a Bastion on the field offensively, or no, they're running an offensive Bastion, I should say. Defensively, they're going to try to run that Symmetra. So if they are able to hold these first couple pushes, like you mentioned, the first push is going to be crucial. They could maybe stabilize on defense. They need a pull.
They're rushing in with the Diva. This is an interesting offense to be sure. Bromas will get to the back on El Presidente, takes out Machiavelli to start up the game, and now Bastion's in a great position. Just mow down the defense here. Reaper right now trying to get in, and I'm not going to happen. And Bromas just able to feast in the corner. Nothing can really get in. Junkrat will be shooting a few bombs, but now he's under assault. Reaper going to get in his face. And as all this is happening, Creation Esports already halfway to winning this map now on this point.
Yeah, that's going to be it. A kind of cool strategy to rush the Bastion in through the left room in the corner. You give him an escort of a D.Va and maybe another tank over there, and you just put him in the corner, and yeah, put Bastion in the corner, and it's really hard to deal with. And that's going to be GG. That is Creation moving on to no one's surprise, really.
Yeah, no, Creation moving.